Hi everyone, welcome to all of you for this video lecture. Myself, M. Krishna, working as assistant professor in EEE department, St. Peter's Engineering College. In this video, we are going to discuss about electrical earthing. In this video, the contents are the definition of electrical earthing, types of electrical earthing, important factors to be remembered about electrical earthing, and methods of electrical earthing. First of all, we'll see the definition of electrical earthing. The process of transferring the immediate discharge of the electrical energy directly to the earth by the help of the low resistance wire is known as the electrical earthing. The electrical earthing is done by connecting the non-current carrying parts of the equipment like frame, like core and etc. or neutral of supply system to the ground. If the system is connected in star connection, that star connection having the neutral point, that neutral point is also to be connected to the ground. The material using for electrical earthing system is a galvanized iron. The earthing provides the simple path to the leakage current. The short circuit current of the equipment is also passes to the earth, which has zero potential, or the earth maintaining the zero potential. In that way, the entire system and equipments are going to be protected against the electrical shock, electrical overcurrents, short circuit currents, and we can avoid the damage of it. Types of electrical earthings. Types of electrical earthings. Basically, there are two types of electrical earthings are available. One is neutral earthing. The other one is equipment earthing. Mainly, these are two non-current carrying parts. Those are, when we consider the system, the non-current carrying part is neutral point. When we consider the equipment, the non-current carrying part is equipment. If anything happen inside the system, suppose some short circuit is happened or some leakage current is flowing, that the affecting the neutral point and the non-current carrying part of the equipment. If anybody touching that, immediately they will get the shock. Hence, we should go for the earthing of that particular non-current carrying parts. Neutral earthing. Neutral earthing means, in neutral earthing, the neutral of the system is directly connected to the earth by the help of galvanized iron wire. The neutral earthing is also called the system earthing. Such type of earthing is mostly provided to the system, the three-phase system which has a star winding. For example, general power system, which is maintaining three-phase supply, and the winding which is there in the equipment, like in the generator, transformer, motor, etc. Also, sometimes connected in star connection. These all neutral points must be connected to the earth to avoid the damage. Next one, equipment earthing. Such type of earthing is provided to the electrical equipment like transformer, generator, motor to that non-current carrying parts like frames, core, like etc. Here is given that the equipment like their metallic frame is connected to the earth by the help of the conducting wire. Conducting wire means GI wire. If any fault occurs in the operators, the short circuit current to pass to earth by the help of wire. Thus, protect the system from damage. Importance of earthing. So, few points we have to remember regarding to earthing. Those are: the earthing protects the personnel from the short circuit. The earthing provides the easiest path to flow the short circuit current, which is higher than normal current, around 10 to 15 times more than the rated current values, even after the failure of this insulation. The earthing protects the operators and personnel from the higher voltages, which generally producing from the surges and lightning discharge. The earthing can be done by electrical connecting the respective parts in the installation to some system of electrical conductors or electrodes placed near the soil or below the ground level. The earthing mat or electrode under the ground level have flat iron riser through which all the non-current carrying metallic parts of the equipment are connected. There we can see one system where without grounding. Let us see that this is single phase system. This is a transformer. Here the system is grounded and the system is having the one line and one neutral point, and it is connected to one electrical equipment, let us call a transformer. Okay, if any person touches the transformer, here you can see this transformer is not grounded. This metallic frame is not grounded. If any person touches this transformer, then immediately the short circuit currents will passes through that person and to the ground. Then the person may die. To avoid this, another system where the equipment is also grounded. Look at this. Here the system is grounded and the equipment is also grounded. In that case, the power is passing like this and this equipment gets the power and this metallic frame is grounded, non-current carrying part is grounded. Once any person touches the equipment, there is no problem, there is no issue that whatever may be the short circuit, even fault occurs, whatever may be the short circuit, currents will passes through metallic frame to the ground. And this wire, this grounding system is maintaining the low resistance as compared to the resistance of the human being, body resistance of the human being. Methods of earthing. Generally, many methods are there for earthing purpose. Very important methods are earth mat, pipe earthing, and plate earthing. So we are going to discuss two methods in this video. One is pipe earthing, other one is plate earthing. So look at this. Pipe earthing, generally it is a best system of earthing as compared to other system, and it is suitable to any earth or any moisture conditions. In this method, the galvanized steel material. This is galvanized steel material which is buried below the 8 feet of ground level, and one wire, GI wire, galvanized iron wire, which carries the short circuit currents, is fitted here, and it is, as I said, it is very suitable to any type of moisture conditions. Around this steel rod, there is a salt and coke powder mixture placed to see the earth conditions, to provide the low resistance to pass the leakage currents, short circuit currents. Generally, the size of the pipe used for earthing is of the diameter 40 mm and 2.5 mm in the length for ordinary soil, and in case of dry and rocky soil. The pipe is placed at 3.57 meters. The bottom of the pipe is surrounded by small pieces of coke or charcoal at a distance of about 15 centimeters. Alternate layers of coke and salt are used to increase the effective area of the earth and to decrease the earth resistance respectively. Coming to plate earthing. In plate earthing, a plate either of copper of dimension 60 centimeters into 60 centimeters into 3 m of galvanized iron of dimensions 60 centimeters 6 mm is buried into the ground with its face vertical at a depth of not less than 3 meters from ground level. We can see that in figure. This is moisture level. This is the galvanized iron wire, and the 15 centimeters depth salt and charcoal powder mixture we have to place. See, 1.5 meters of distance is there from this plate and ground, above the ground level. And one more thing is that the earth plate is inserted into auxiliary layers of coke and salt for a minimum thickness of 15 centimeters. The earth wire, that is GI, is tightly bolted to an earth plate with the help of nut or bolt. The copper plate and copper wires are generally not employed for grounding purpose because of their higher cost. Some other conducting material being used for the earthing purpose in this method. Thank you.